I've seen things that nightmares are made of. Do you believe in ghosts? In the 1970s, a retired professor from Chicago area decided to pick up and move to the northwest Georgia mountains and build an estate. Dr. Charles Scudder, rumored Satanist and LSD experimenter, along with his friend, also rumored lover, Joseph Odom, gave up and sold all of their possessions and hand-built the estate. The estate would come to be called Corpsewood Manor and held a variety of Gothic and ritualistic paraphernalia and decor. It had no electricity, phone, or running water, and the two lived in relative seclusion. Safe from a small circle of friends who had similar ideas and lifestyles, it is rumored that a lifetime supply of LSD lured these people to the manor, where they would be involved in sadomasochistic and ritualistic practices. It was further rumored that they did become involved in various small social circles in the community where they shared their wine and sometimes, unknown to the receptionists, some of their lifetime supply of LSD 25. Whether it was done so that they could engage in strange sexual fetishes or as a means for them to physically and psychologically torture their infrequent visitors for realistic purposes is still very unclear, but the potential cannot be ruled out. It has been said that various torture and items of restraint, sex toys, and pornography were found in the estate in an area called the Pink Room. Hundreds of pictures of young boys looking to be drugged or drunk were found in the Pink Room. All the boys look aroused. The brutal murders of these two men took place on December 12, 1982. Kenneth Avery Brock, who knew the couple from hunting on their land, he also had sexual relations with Scudder on 7 or 8 occasions, met up with Tony West with the intention of robbing Scudder and Odom. Before driving to the mansion, Brock and West picked up Joey Wells, who was Tony West's cousin, and his girlfriend, Teresa Hudgens. Wells and Hudgens didn't know of the plans to rob Scudder. When the four arrived at the Corpsewood Manor, Scudder and Odom welcomed them. Scudder took West, Brock, Wells, and Hudgens to the 3rd floor of the chicken house to do drugs. Odom stayed behind to clean up the dishes from dinner. After doing some drugs, Brock and West bound and gagged Scudder. They demanded money from him, but Scudder told them he didn't have any. Brock then left the chicken house, went inside the manor, and shot Odom and the dogs with a rifle he brought with him. He then went back for Scudder and marched him into the manor. Needless to say, Scudder was very distraught to see his friend, lover, dead in the kitchen. West and Brock kept demanding money from him, and when Scudder didn't give them any, West shot him 6 times. Scudder's last words were, "I asked for this." Raymond Williams, a friend of Scudder and Odom, discovered the murders on December 16, 1982. Eventually, Brock and West were caught by gathered evidence and Teresa Hudgens' testimony. Following the deaths, the families of the victims engaged in a fierce legal battle. Scudder had written his 2 children and wife out of his will, leaving everything to Odom. If Odom died first, the estate would go to Scudder's family by intestate. If Scudder died first, the estate would go to Odom's family. It was decided by a court of law that Scudder did die first, but not before the estate was pilfered and burnt to the ground. Many artifacts are still missing, but these artifacts, they are said to be cursed. Several of these people took belongings from the house as souvenirs, but most of the people got rid of the items due to terrible luck befalling them. The manor soon got a reputation for being haunted. It has been rumored that though the rituals that men did, the beast was unleashed. No one knows for sure exactly what the beast is. Some say it's a werewolf. Others say it is the devil. Some say it's referring to the larger of the mastiffs. Today, people who visit the manor claim to hear Charles Scudder's gold harp strumming through the woods around the ruins. Others hear loud gunshots and breaking glass, and some hear Beelzebub barking. Visitors report an overwhelming sense of dread, sickness, when they touch pillars leading to where the house used to sit. Some have seen a man with red eyes looking out at them from the trees. Some people leave with scratch marks and even something following them home. Both Odom and Scudder was cremated, and Odom's ashes were spread on the grounds of Corpsewood Manor. Good evening once again. This is Mike Flickner with Sigh, and this is our investigation of Corpsewood Manor. Behind me, you see the ruins of the manor. I'm going to be talking to Jeremy here in just a moment. He's pretty much our expert and going to lead us through what's going on here at Corpsewood. So if you would, Jeremy, take it away.
We're at Corpsewood Manor in Summerville, Georgia, in the hills of the Appalachian Trail. Urban legend, myth. Growing up here, this was a manor where 2 gentlemen from up north moved. One of them was a chemical pharmacist. He made his own form of LSD. He was shot here by some guys that were thinking they had money. They were included to be devil worshippers. Had pentagrams at the floor. The manor is approximately about a mile off the beaten trail. The road it's on is actually called Dead Horse Road, and that's kind of a funny thing because when they moved to come here to the property that they had bought without seeing, there was a dead horse laying in the middle of the road that they had to move. And what you see here is the ruins of 31 years of partying and the youth of the county coming to see what all Corpsewood's about. The sheriff had it burnt in late 1983 to keep people from having it, but as you can see, it still happens. Halloween is a big thing around here. You have the parties. You still have, like I said, the questions of the urban legends and all. So maybe tonight we will find out with Mike's help, urban legend, myth, or if we really have spirits here.
Well, as you can see, I've set up a mail meter at the entrance through this doorway, and we're experiencing all kinds of equipment malfunctions this evening already. In fact, I can't even get my EVP recorder to turn on, to initialize. You got a flashlight over there? Let's see what's going on with this thing. Okay. Let's see if I can get to initialize this thing. Nope. Shut it right off. Aha. Here we go. Try this, put it on a second setting. Yep. If there's any presence here, I'd like to make itself be known. Can you please do so now? Are you making a noise? Thank you. Get that on film. Thank you. Take a step back, please. Take a step back from it. Show me that you can understand me. Thank you. Thank you. That was really cool of you. Are you the one out here that's making these noises? If so, you can communicate with me through that box there. All you have to do is step up to it. That's cool. Thank you. If you can understand me fully, can you please step forward to the box to where you'll make the meter go off? The lights will come on. And that's nice that you're stepping forward. There you go. Thank you. If you're the one, okay, please take a step back for a moment. I want to ask you another question. Please step back. Thank you. Are you one of the owners of Corpsewood Manor? If you're one of the owners, take a step forward and make the meter sound off again. No?
I thought my camera's making a funny noise.
Okay. I don't understand. I catch it. Please step completely away from the meter. There's a lot of activity going on there right now. Can you flash the red light on the meter? Show me that you can do so. Where'd you go? I hold in my hand a box with a red light on it. If you have anything you would like to say, can you please step forward and speak into this box? Do you mind us being here? You can also speak to me throughout that meter. Okay, I know you understand me. Step back, please. Because I want you to flash the lights. Once for yes, twice for no, or three for maybe. You understand that? Show me that you understand what I'm saying to you. I'm not here to harm you. I couldn't if I wanted to. Step back. I want to speak with you further. Thank you. Well, I'm going to find you. Well, I'm going to find you. Well, I'm going to find you. As I said, please do not be afraid. There's no one here to harm you. Just like to say, I'm getting an EMF reading of a 0.3. The temperature has now dropped down 41.1, 0.4. It is building up. Where are you at? 0.7 and rising. Electromagnetic field is changing. 0.3. I want to see where you're at. 0.4. Are you wanting me to come in here? Is that what you're wanting? Six milligauss, 7 milligauss. 6, steady 6. You're right here, aren't you? Can somebody shine a flashlight in here so I can see where I'm stepping? You're right inside here, aren't you? Oh, this used to be a spiral staircase?
No, that was the well.
The well house.
What are you doing in the well?
Maybe he was drowned.
Step away. Thank you. Still holding steady at 6. 6 milligauss. That's strong. Step away from the meter. I want to speak with you. Thank you. It's still here. I don't know who it is, but it's still here. I'll come back to you. Thank you very much. I'm going to walk over this way. If I can see. Are you following me? I want to know where you're at. Step away from the meter. I know you're here. Right there. Where'd you go? You were right here. Shine a light over here for me, Robert, if you would. Thank you. Reset here. Still holding steady at 6. Okay, come out and show yourself, if you would. Is it upsetting you that we're here? It's upsetting you that we are here. Step up to this meter right now and show me. You're not over here, are you? It's in the general vicinity, but it's not here where I'm at the moment. But I'm determined to find you, and I'm going to find you. There you are. Yeah. Not be afraid, I'm not going to harm you. Step back. Why are you circling me? Anybody else just hear that?
Yes.
Was it your stomach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost sounded like
If
thunder.
anybody hears a growl come out of any of these areas, you need to let me know immediately. Okay?
We've been hearing dogs barking in the distance, Mike.
Yes.
Let's try it again. Why are you hiding?
It's out of focus.
sneaking up on me, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Take a step back. Thank you. Now I'd like you to take a step forward if you would. Come forward and make that blue light go off again. Thank you. All right. Now, are you willing to speak with me? If you're willing to speak with me, please back away from the light. Back away. And I want to talk to you. Thank you. If you're not Mr. Odom, are you his partner? Are you not from the Corpse Wood area? Were you a visitor here? Did something happen to you here? Is it okay for us to be here?
I think it left.
You wish us to leave? Step back. I want to speak with you. I get your point. I know you want us out of here. Yes. If you want us out of here, step back. Step away. If you want us out of here, tell me inside of this box here that I'm holding in my right hand. Speak to the box. I get your point with the lights. Speak to the box. I want to hear your voice. I will leave here in a bit. But I want to know, do you not want anybody up here? Is this a place of the dead? If you answer a few of my questions, I will leave you alone. I promise you. Is this considered to be a place for the dead? If so, come forward and light this box. Or make a noise. You can throw a rock if you wish. It's one flash, yes. That's yes for what? What does that yes mean? Something's over here. There's no breeze, but it's getting colder here. Can you feel that?
Okay.
It's dropped 5 degrees in the last 30 seconds.
Actual temperature is 40.9. Are you warning me? 40.9. Is that a warning?
Mike, you can hear the dogs barking again.
I heard it.
I have it.
Yes, I heard your dogs. I'd like to make a note here that EMF readings here have been standing at 6. They haven't fluctuated away from that since they built their way up over in that doorway, crossways from us. We have been getting responses through code spots, and they've been intelligent responses. They have actually been responding to some of my questions. This place is getting a feel to it at the moment. Or are you still back here? I know where you're at. Yes, I can feel you. please step back. Thank you. I know you're here. There's been words and rumors. There's been rumors. Step back. I want to ask you something, please. Please step back. Take a step back. I want you to step back, please. Thank you. There's been rumors that maybe even witchcraft took place in this area. If those are true, it doesn't like me bringing that up.
Something just pulled on me on this camera, too.
Yeah, it did not like that question. 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 You didn't like me asking that, did you? It's like the state, something pulled on a camera over there. And when I brought up the question about witchcraft, because I didn't want to bring up Satanism, it did not like my question there. You don't like me bringing that up, do you?
We're hearing growling.
Or something.
An automobile or something. Airplane.
It possibly could be an automobile. We are about 30 yards from our road.
I heard laughter.
I've been hearing stuff all the time.
Step away from the meter. Step back. Thank you. Are you sneaking around behind us? If you are, make a noise. I want to hear you.
Behind me.
It's behind you.
It's behind me now, Mike.
Step completely away from the meter. It's here.
Yeah, we know you.
No gold-blooded, you might want to check them.
I got my ass. I told you it was behind me.
That wasn't.
What is that something in the movie?
That wasn't in the woods. That was right there.
But it's right here, yeah. It's
I was in
like-
that building.
Oh my gosh.
It got like really, really cold.
Now
Like
it's gone.
Yeah, I thought that too.
It's gone right now. It left and now it came and now it's back.
it got really, really cold. Like we're standing inside a freezer cold.
It smelled like one too.
I never thought
I told you I smelled cold.
It wasn't
You
really
all right, Gavin?
across it.
Let me shake it. Let me shake it. Hurry up.
What's that?
I just had my flashlight on and it just cut off.
Your flashlight went off?
Yeah.
It's because it's in there.
It won't go. I can't get it back on. Look at it. What am I doing? Am I doing something wrong?
Huh.
To put a light right there.
Do you need a flashlight?
I can see it flash on, but then it like turns right back off immediately.
I'd like to make a statement again that we are having equipment malfunction here. It's right over there.
Huh?
Whatever's here is right over here.
I don't know if I'm losing battery.
Yes, we need it. Is it going up or down?
We only got 12%. That might be the problem.
Meter is dropping down.
Cool chill.
He's leaving.
to 5 milligauss. We did make a drop to 5 milligauss.
Dude, my arm's freezing right now.
It is getting colder as well.
My arm's been freezing.
Getting colder. Where did you go to? Where?
It just went off again. I guess I'll just forget it.
Where'd you go to? It's 5 milligauss. It is dropping. Whatever here is, it's leaving.
You know where to get in there.
You what?
How do I?
Is this your door?
Yes, that was the original door to the main.
Unfortunately, I'm not as sure-footed as some people.
Would you like me to go first? Would you like me to go first?
I'll go first. I just need light. Let's see what we go through here to get to this gazebo, right?
Looks like the gazebo to your right.
To the right?
To the right. This building here.
Oh, this is the gazebo.
Yeah.
Back up to 6.
He's inside.
Down to 5. Who's in here with me? Is anybody in here? You're in here. Step forward. And flash this light for me, please. Show me that you can hear me. Anybody at all? We're here at the gazebo. Uh-huh. You know I'm in here, don't you? Can you see me? Can you see me? If you can see me, flash these lights for me. Yes, it is.
39 degrees.
I'm showing 41 on the meter. 40.8. It is dropping. Milligauss just came up to 6.
He's back.
And 5. Come forward. Come forward and flash the lights for me, please. .4 degrees. 41.6. Temperature rising. Milligauss is dropping. It's down to 5 again. If you're in here, please speak into this box in my hand. I want to know who you are and why you're still here. You can either speak into this box or flash these lights on this other box that I have in my hand. It has the light on. It's called a meter. No takers? What's that?
You're hearing stuff out here.
Okay. Step back around that way then.
Watch your footing.
Yep. Are you hearing it? Whatever's here is not wanting to talk right now. We're being watched. You know that I know that, don't you? You know that I know you're watching us. As I said, we're not here to harm. Let's back up to 6. I'd like to state for the record, the temperature is dropping where I'm standing rapidly. It was 40, it's down to 39 degrees.
We're feeling a breeze coming from that way too.
Yeah, there is a bit of a breeze.
Half mile,
It's dying down now.
39.8.
half mile breeze.
Are you going to speak? Or you just want me to leave? I heard you. You're sneaking around. Why don't you try making a big noise for me? A great big noise. There's something walking around out there. And it's coming closer. Hear it? Footsteps.
That direction.
Coming up on us, aren't you? Something's coming. Robert, can you spot a beam down that way? I'll make sure it's not a person coming. There's no person there. Okay. Well, if you're not going to speak with me any further, I'm going to wrap this up. Would you like that? Is that what you're wanting? Just for the record, I'd like to say my stomach just growled. Okay, I want to do a summary of what we've got so far. So far, we've been hearing noises. We've been hearing dogs bark. We have been getting fluctuations in the EMF field, electromagnetic field. For the most part, it has been staying at 6. It does drop to 5 occasionally. We have had communication through the meter by the means that it's been flashing the AAD lights. There is no breeze out here, so to speak of. Temperature fluctuations are pretty big from time to time, and we're hearing footsteps around us. My conclusion, without going through the EVPs here, is I think we may have stumbled across something here. Too many. There's the light again. Too many things happening to be coincidence. And this place is getting a very, very eerie feel to it at the moment. I think we've just about worn out our welcome here. All right, we're here at the wrap-up of the hunt of Quartz Woods, and I wanted to talk to some of the investigators that went with us tonight. Can you tell me your name, please?
Jess McManamy.
Okay, Jess, this is your first time in Quartz Wood, correct?
Yes, sir.
What did you think?
Honestly, it was smaller than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be a huge area, but definitely really cool to go.
Okay, what did you think about any activity that we picked up on this evening?
I didn't think we'd get a lot, but first second we started, it was insane. I didn't know what to expect from it.
Would you definitely go back?
Definitely.
All right, well, thank you for coming with us this evening. I appreciate your input.
My name's Nicholas Finster.
Okay, Nick. Well, this is your first time to Corpsewood, correct?
Yep.
Okay, what did you think about the area when we was going in?
It was pretty good. Everything I ever heard about it, I never really thought was right. I always just thought they were drunk and was imagining stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But was pretty good.
Okay, so you had some personal experiences there?
A few noises made me jump. Almost got hit in the head by a bird. And some pretty good responses.
All right, so you definitely think you'd go back.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for contributing here, Nick. Appreciate it. All right, I'm standing here with my old friend Robert. Robert, thank you very much for arranging all this for us. Is this your first time at Corpsewood, Robert?
First time ever.
What did you think about the activity that was going on tonight?
There was a lot of it.
Yeah, at one point, you actually had something behind you. Didn't you feel something behind you that you was telling me about?
Yes, I did.
What did you actually think it was at the time?
I wasn't sure till it made itself well known behind me.
I also heard that it was actually pulling on the camera that you were holding.
Yeah, at one point it was like it was pulling the camera down in front of me.
Really? Do you think you'd go back, Robert?
Yeah.
All right, Robert. Well, thanks for contributing this evening.
I'm Misty Cordle.
Well, hi, Misty. How did you like going through the woods tonight?
It was awesome. I've been there many times, but tonight you could just really tell something was there around us. And at one point in time, it felt like it was like right in my face. It was so cold. It was almost like we were in a freezer.
Oh, yeah? Well, we actually did have some things surrounding us there. Did you hear the footsteps while we were there?
Yes, sir, I sure did.
Do you think you'll go back again with us?
Oh, yeah, if it was up to me, I'd say let's plan a camping trip.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Misty. All right, Jeremy.
Hi.
Hey, I'd like to thank you very much for taking us back into the woods of Corpsewood. I know that you've did a lot of extensive study yourself there. What did you think about this evening's events?
Oh, it was definitely paranormal out there.
I think it was too. Just for the record, what exactly drew you to Corpsewoods to begin with?
Just the idea that it was haunted, the whole urban legend behind it, trying to figure out what was actually going on up there. Actually, if there were still spirits there.
Yeah. Well, you're very, very versed in the history of the building itself, and I'm very impressed with your study on that. On an overall average, what would you say the activity was this evening? Do you think it was a high amount, or do you think it can get even bigger than that?
Oh, I think we can go bigger.
All right. Well, we're definitely looking forward to coming back, Jeremy. Thank you once again for going back there. You are a lifesaver to us, and thanks for contributing.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.